Okay, everyone writes good luck, have fun, but it's not starting. Okay, so the 5 maps this week, yeah, I just went through them, but I wouldn't say that I was very successful with sig positions on any map. So I think that it will be difficult, especially having correct strats on some of the tracks is quite tough. Will not be easy. You can actually also lose lives on any of these tracks, kind of. Also map 2 is a bit better for sure, but like map 1 is extremely failable. It's like literally just one jump. And that is so risky because all the time you can find if you jump very low. But if you jump too low, you're immediately out. I mean, at some point, I don't know how many people will actually fail the transition. But obviously, if everyone would take it safe and you crash there, you will lose a life. That's obvious. Naja, and this is what we have to deal with here on this track. It will be difficult. I can jump something like this. I can also train it a little bit now. It's still warm up. Yeah. This may be a no elimination round now, I'm not sure. We will see. No, okay, there is elimination now. Then the map also has 2 finishes. I think that the left finish is faster. But it's a bit riskier, slightly. I would not necessarily go for it. It's like 100 or 200s. But you need the left one very good. So now you can see how many people failed the transition. We are 34 players and I see Mark very far back. What is Mark doing? He writes oopsie. Mark actually is dead last in the first round. Everyone starts with 3 lives. Yeah, well, Mark is always coming very far, always hunts all the tracks, knows all the lines and drives usually also quite consistent. So that is an early surprise. And anyone can lose lives on this track. Literally everyone. Nick, for example, is in the red zone. Mark is in orange. He almost lost another one. And this is what I mean, like, on these maps, anything can happen. Mark is again in red. He could have been knocked out already. What the heck? Yeah, it's 3 rounds per map. Now we go to the next one. Even on this map I could use the smooth steer gamepad. Actually I could use it on every map, when I think about it. But on this map here, I don't know if I have a slightly wrong line, if I want to be able to react. In the ending especially. There's a lot of full steering anyway. Only the plastic in the start. Okay. That is close. And Mark survived. By the looks of it. Okay. We do not have any knockout yet, but some people are down to 1 life. By the way, there are no golden rounds here in Jxliano's knockout. So it's not possible to gain the lives back, for example, for Mark, who could really need that. Okay, we have now only 4 players losing a life, and HGT is knocked out now. Oh, I almost touched it. Yeah, I guess I will not change the gamepad for the knockout for this track. Went decent. So, now, what do we do on map 3? Many different ways, but not a single one is like extremely free. Also, and fast. That's the thing. I will go for the fastest line that we think is the fastest at least, which is here. But the thing is, now for example I slid on it and I can tell it's not that fast anymore. I drove an 18.1. Ah, okay. It's okay still. No! Whoa. Ah, 9th. Okay, yeah, there are issues on this track. And we have a sub by YJ. Thanks a lot. Yeah, some people didn't finish yet. The thing is, the start that I'm doing over the penalty is probably the fastest way of driving this track. But then a record that we've seen in the internet, that I got shown from my chat, does take a different route at the ending to a different finish. But that I will not take actually, especially not if I use my smooth stick gamepad where I cannot change the camera. It would go to the left here, plastic bounce into a magnet. But I'm not sure if that's actually even much faster than if I go here. I cannot say if this finish here or the bottom finish on the right is actually better when you go over the ledge. I struggle to say. But okay, the winning time is a 0.47, which is slower than my PB, so that means nobody has like a mega super sick line. But yeah, it is smooth steer on the penalty, and that decides everything, you can say. Everything gets decided by that. It's definitely not bad for me. Let's go straight for once. This here looks a bit more wonky, because what is if I actually crash against that finish? I would be out, as I would lose a life immediately. TV King! TV King out. Okay, this is the sick time by Neek. Even if it's now faster, I think I will still go for the upper finish. And the most time gain you anyway get from the penalty section that decides about everything. Alright, we are on the 4th map. I keep using my smooth stick gamepad, only on the 2nd map I'm using the other one. Oh, there are some people that never played the maps and they still join this cup. It's quite interesting. So I would save this and go outside of this one present. Mark is extremely strong on that track. He had early on already world record. Like in the Discovery. I don't think he has world record right now, but he is still in the top 3 or top 2. Maybe I actually go safe way. Oh, Jxliano is keeping life. He's actually only 2 places behind me. Maybe I'm actually going safe way at the end. It is only a 10th slower, surprisingly, but yeah, much easier. Much easier. You wonder always, when will there be the round where you actually need to go for, also where you cannot afford to lose 1/10. It's hard to say. Jxliano is now actually losing a life on this track. Also you can take the safe way much faster than that. It's also a bit strange because you also switch from wood to platform And hitting the left turn very inside is not easy. Mark is knocked out on this track. 07 Mark, probably one of his worst positions ever. 22nd place for Mark. That's a big surprise here. But definitely helpful if we want to win it, because like even if Mark is down in 1 life and I still have all 3, if we end up then at the end game and we come to a map that I barely played and he hunted it a lot, I just lose 3 rounds and then he still wins, you know. And the thing is, not on a single track I'm in the top 100. In most of the tracks I'm not even in the top 300 or even 800. 800 maybe I am by now, because I played them again. Oh, that's actually 3rd place. Yeah, this map I only played 5 minutes in the Discovery and 5 minutes or 4 minutes now before the Cup. But a video told me the line. And that is definitely mega helpful. Otherwise I would be completely in the mud here and absolutely clueless what's the best line. But yeah, when I saw the line immediately improved, and I mean, you see 3rd place in that warm-up, 4th place now, and I'm 2 tenths behind my PB, so this is not looking all too bad. But 8th or 9th place was also not too far away from me. So we have new people getting knocked out, 2 of them. Naja, Jxliano usually is then one of the strongest opponents. Wait, does he still have all 3 lives? I was pretty sure I saw him losing one. Didn't he? Did that actually still change? Because I thought that would be helpful. Jxliano already down 1 life and Neek already down 1 life. Both of them are, of course, big issues then at the end game. Could actually just outpace me now with my training. I thought that Jxliano lost a life. But he didn't. Okay, 3 clean rounds. Nice. And now we are through with 1 rotation. And once we are down to 16 players or less, there will be then less lives lost. But that is not the case yet. Yeah, we will have no warm-up now, since we are through 1 rotation. Sixth place. The winner also is lower than my PB. And the 2nd place 600 behind, the 3rd place 1200 behind. And this map only consists of 1 jump, but yeah, the jump is of course tough. So we have now 3 people out. Leon is actually, wow, okay, he also I thought would be one of the stronger players. Well done. 7th, that's surprising. It's only a 0.9. 5th, many. Actually, not many crashes. Just so many people are right behind me pace-wise. Oh? Ah no, here changes. That was still from the checkpoint or something, I don't know. We have another guy out. 2 lives lost until 8 players are left. If these 8 players all have still many lives, then it can't be a very long endgame with only 1 KO per round. Oh, this was bad. At 7th. 5th! Ah, I'm jumping so high. I mean, seemingly I do it correct with over-saving it. But, like, you can easily get knocked out by pace if you go too high with your jump. No? That's the difficulty. Okay, now to this map, I have to switch the gamepad. Crazy. 4 maps long, I didn't use this gamepad, and it feels so cold now immediately. The thing is, it starts with this quite tricky nose slide, so the smooth stick gamepad would probably be a good solution as well, but especially as this other gamepad feels so cold. Naja. Okay. Made it so far. We have another guy out, Marlo. Only 3 people still have all the lives. I had to release quite a lot. But luckily the level isn't very strong for quite a long time in this cup. Okay, we are through with this track. And onto map 3 again. That was pretty poor. Oh, are we now? No, we still have 2 KOs, and that means Neek is losing a life. That's very helpful. Ooh. Neek is down to 1 life. Second. Behind Neek's 0.07. Wow. Many mistakes and crashes. Tomachino down to 1 life. That's actually also helpful because Tomachino seems to be very fast. I saw him quite often in first as well. I almost touched there on the tree. I won the round. What? Okay, good. And it is Tomachino. What? Again with the DNF? Leon is through. Wow. Well, tell me more, but this cup here is of course not very long anymore. Okay. So now we reach this map again. I was wondering so much, like, how shall I drive this? When does it actually get pace-wise too close? Now you see, it is quite tough. It is quite tough, pace-wise. I'm not sure if I can afford going in the safe way in the end. Huh? I got bigger good speed, I go say. That's fast, that's fast. Yeah. And Humphrey. But where? Where and how is that cup? Oh my god, that was so lucky. Okay, we made it through this map. Yeah, I need 5 more minutes. Or something like that. Yeah. Oh, we are also close. And it is Neek. Neek is out. Or Dimes won the last round. Now he's knocked out, or loses 1 life. He's not knocked out yet. From last to first. And it is Leonis with the knockout. Alright. So we made it on into team news. Now it gets of course spicy. Because now we switch to map 1, but like the chances that we need a good run are quite huge. But I got surprisingly decent positions with super slow runs as well. Ah, but this should be good enough. This was a decent jump. I won the round. So, and Dimes, who was the longest with us on 3 lives, is actually now out in 4th, and Brayard is reaching the podium. Go. There's another tournament. Don't let me wait that long. Like, why does it even wait that long? Okay. I'm in the 1v1 with Jxliano, and we both have all the lives. There's one more round on this track here, and then we move to map 2, where I switch my gamepad. Damn. First point goes to him. I actually thought that I jumped off in a way that I would have a low jump, but when I landed I already realized that I went way too high and wide, but yeah, it's so hard to judge that. So hard to judge that. Nah, what? I had the one all the time on my car. $8,000. Well, both rounds were quite close. No, off a bad start. No, 49 is pretty decent. No, but that's the thing, like when you enter in a 1v1, and Jxliano's of course very practiced on these tracks, hunted them a lot. Not impossible to beat the times, they were not faster than my PB, and there were 2 good maps. But of course still difficult. So now let's have a look at that other cup. Simon.